Hello, welcome to the Cody Mom YouTube channel. This channel is focused on women in STEM, particularly female programmers. Ideally, there's going to be content in here for young girls who might be interested in STEM fields such as software engineering, as well as content for women who are just now getting into programming. I'm one of your hosts, Cody Jackson, and my co-host, Karina Titov, will be introducing herself in her first video. Right now, I'm going to be handling back-end programming, general IT, and cybersecurity videos, while Karina will be covering front-end web development and full-stack programming. So my background is somewhat unique for a programmer. I am a disabled military veteran, having served 20 years in the U.S. Navy. I've been involved in IT since 1994, when I earned an associate's in electromechanical technology and got a job at Gateway Computers. For those who remember, that's the Cowbox company. While in the Navy, I earned a bachelor's in computer engineering and a master's in IT management. I went for a PhD, but ran out of money when the Navy stopped funding it. During my schooling, I learned C, C++, and Java. However, around 2005, I learned Python because I was not impressed with any of those other languages. When I deployed to Iraq in 2009, I started writing my first Python programming book and subsequently self-published it. Later, I was able to find a publisher to publish some other Python books, including Secret Recipes of the Python Ninja and Learning to Program Using Python by Cody Jackson. And here are some pictures of those. I currently work as a senior software engineer for CNF Technologies, helping research and development efforts involving cybersecurity for IoT and industrial control devices, more commonly known as ICS SCADA systems. I've been using Python exclusively since 2005, although I am currently learning Rust. While I have spent some time using Python for web development, I was more for a personal knowledge rather than actually working on a day-to-day basis. My normal work involves research and development of hardware, software solutions for cybersecurity as it applies to industrial controls. I previously said ICS and SCADA, as well as IoT controls and smart building management. Of note, my previous position was making a brick model of an airport, which you can see here. This model was based off of just a generic airport. We used Raspberry Pi computers to create power buses, 4 different buses that power different things such as the runway, the maintenance area, airport terminal, things like that. Open source software was used to provide real-world ICS SCADA protocols such as Modbus, and that means that that model could actually be connected as hardware in the loop with real-world SCADA devices, RTUs, PLCs, things like that. In a later video, I'll get into the details of how that works in case you're more interested in it. But if you were at DEF CON in 2019, you might have seen the demonstration of that model in the Aviation Village. We presented the model on behalf of the Air Force Cyber Operations Command to demonstrate how cyber operators, programmers, and other personnel can all combine their forces, their talents, in ways that aren't commonly associated with cybersecurity, whereas cybersecurity is normally focused on the IT world. Moving to the present, this channel will focus on software engineering and programming principles for beginners primarily, but we will have some more advanced stuff for those who are interested in that. A lot of this is going to be based on real-world experience that both myself and Karina have run into, and so it's going to be less academic-focused in terms of what you would normally learn in class or from reading in a book, but it's going to take a lot of that academic-type knowledge and use what we have learned and show you tricks or problems that we've run into, things like that, so that you get a better understanding of how it is to be a programmer in the real world, rather than just reading from a book or watching videos and stuff like that, where everything is either theoretical or worked perfectly every time. By doing that, hopefully we will be able to expand your knowledge base and expose you to new libraries, programming libraries, or just new ways of thinking. The primary emphasis will be on coding, but occasionally we're going to have some other STEM related videos, such as talking about computer hardware, cybersecurity, reviewing some software packages, and maybe even some electronics, coming from my work in cybersecurity as it applies to SCADA systems. While Karina and I have ideas of where we want to take this channel as we move into the future, we are open to viewer suggestions. So if there is something that you specifically want to see on this channel, please feel free to leave a comment, reach out to us on the website, whatever's easiest for you. And we will do our best to provide that information to you. In addition, we also plan on having some guest videos, whether it's from well-known people or you as the viewer. If you have done something that you would like to put onto this channel, please feel free to reach out to us and let us know what you have. As I've said previously, the primary focus is to help provide inspiration, guidance, and mentorship for women and girls in STEM. So we would like most of this content to be from women or for women. Because I am mentoring Karina in software development right now, I suggested that this channel would be a good way for her to help not only hone her programming skills, but also just kind of get some name recognition out there. This is providing an alternative path for Karina, hopefully, to be hired. While I would like to emphasize her presence on the channel and other women on the channel, I am here because Karina asked me to provide my knowledge of the last 20 plus years in the IT world, just to provide some information from where I've come from, as a lot of people who are getting into programming or even just IT right now are new and don't know like the history of computing as it was in the early days of the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. So I think that's enough for this introduction. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. We're also going to provide links to other social media, the website, and various other ways to contact us. And please be sure to watch Karina's introduction video to get her side of what she wants to bring to the channel. Finally, I'm going to skip the usual please like and subscribe that you see on every YouTube channel. Everybody knows what to do, but the main reason is because this is an introductory video. You don't know what the content is going to be like coming up. So what I will ask you to do, rather than liking and subscribing right now, is wait for some of the videos to come out, take a look at them, see what Karina and I have produced, and then, if you like what the content is, at that time, feel free to go and like and subscribe and tell your friends. If you don't like it, constructive criticism is nice. Please let us know what we can do to make this better, or if we're not meeting a need that you think should be addressed, let us know about that as well. Tell your friends, your family, your co-workers, fellow students, teachers. We want to make this a channel that young women come and feel that they're actually gaining something without being patronized, talked down to, things like that. So that's all I have for now. Until next time,